This we behind the scene.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
Woo!
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just getting this out to a couple of groups. Welcome in. Well, hello. I said welcome in. You know, I'm out of
Yeah, you think you on
the other place.
yeah. Well, here we are here.
Yes.
Another Saturday. Welcome to the foundation.
Welcome to the foundation. So we have somebody in the front of the camera today who normally is working the back of the camera. Well, let's start. I'm Kimberly Blue.
And I'm Anthony Blue.
And he is Anthony Blue. And we are two of the founding members of the foundation. So if you don't know what the foundation is, it's our way of keeping Morningside alive, keeping us connected to our alumni, sharing good things that's happening within and amongst our alumni, as well as what's going on and around the city of Inglewood. And so we felt the need, because of the closure of our high school, to get this out and to be more in tune, because we don't have that base place. There's not a place for us to say, okay, I'll meet you at X, Y, and Z, because the facility is open, but the name has been changed. And what we hold near and dear to our hearts is now holding a new name. And so this is how we get that information out. And so with that, you have something to say?
Yes, I'm working, but I'm gonna be off and on because I'm doing all of the technical. So yeah, we don't have a place, and so we're gonna we're creating a space.
We are creating a space.
We're creating a space
And
so you can keep up with everything we got going.
yes.
So.
And this is interactive. We are on Facebook. We'll be on YouTube. We will also be on Blue TV, which you can find on the Radi app online from your smart TV. Download it. You can watch it later. So today is Saturday, January the 17th.
17th.
And so we just want to start off about hot topics. What's going on within the city of Inglewood, and just hot topics as a whole. And so we start off with what?
The sold out show at the Comedy Block Party.
Yes.
So they had a sold out show, and all of Inglewood came out. Some of Hollywood came out.
Some of Hollywood came out. So the show, if you don't know what Comedy Block Party is a monthly comedy show that's hosted at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood, and are held at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood. And it is the brainchild of the Elliott brothers, Sean and Derek, as well as Chris Spencer. And so this week, the show was co-hosted by three big name artists, Cedric the Entertainer, Anthony Anderson, who's there pretty weekly now, I think, pretty monthly, and
Hmm.
Alex Thomas. And so the show, there weren't any seats left. We were sort of slow on the draw for the Blue family, and it was a hard week for me anyway for work. I commute, doing a whole lot, and it was going to be a stretch. Um, at best, he probably could have gone by himself, but you know, it is what it is. We're glad it was an awesome show. Bellyache, throat ache, when you laugh and your throat hurts. That's yeah, it's jam packed full of laughter. So normally the show is every third
Hmm.
Wednesday of the month. I don't know what the lineup is coming up, but keep on the lookout. If you don't follow Sean Elliott or the Elliott Brothers or Comedy Block Party, you may want to go ahead and start following them so that you can be up to date on the know about who's coming up. Because we all need a little laughter, some levity with what's going on in the world today, right? It's just oof, so much drama, right? Um, Tomorrow, well, yesterday was Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. It was his actual birthday, which we typically celebrate on that first Monday in the Monday after his birthday. So this coming up Monday we're all off. It's a federal holiday, which means I'm off.
Still,
Still,
still.
regardless, I don't think that California's going to give up the holiday, so they can do what they want to do in other states. But California's holding on to it, and so um, Monday is the annual King Day parade. This year, Inglewood does not have a parade lineup, which is sad. But hey, the show is. We'll figure it out. Maybe next year it'll come back.
Shame on you, Mayor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for not having it.
So, but the city of LA always does it big. If you guys know, the parade starts on Western and it goes down King Boulevard, and then it'll turn. It goes west on Western, west on King. Is that west on King? Yep. West on King turns left and goes south down to, and it ends in Leimert Park. And there normally are vendors and maybe the drummers that are out there. So people are normally lined up and down King, and then coming down Crenshaw. So annually, that's what's going on. ABC7 will be broadcasting starting at 11, but parade route, I believe, opens at 10. So if you're interested, you have little ones, your grandbabies that want to get out, or you want to show them, expose them, I think this is the time when we really need to make sure that we keep our history alive, right? And that
Agreed.
you know, we keep ourselves out in the forefront. We can't let his dream die. Which, if for not for that movement, our lives would be different. And they're trying to get us right now back to where we were pre that movement. And so we're not going to let it happen. And but yeah, so let's get out there and honor Dr. Martin Luther King for he gave the ultimate sacrifice for this movement and for the freedom of me and you and people of color, women, everyone to be created equal. And so hey, it's an awesome, amazing task. A moderate task, because he has become a martyr. He left his wife, his widow, who never married again, because it's hard to follow somebody who laid down his life for his fellow man, right? That's a hard act to follow. And so, she kept up his chalice and ran with it. And so we want to honor them. So if you have an opportunity to, if it's not for the city of LA, just for any parade or honorarium for Dr. Martin Luther King, do so. Even if you do it in our family, my brother typically plays the King speech. Kids, it's on. Okay, you gonna listen to it. You gonna hear it. It's playing from start to finish, not just the snippet or soundbite that everybody is used to. And if you haven't heard the entire speech, go ahead and listen to it. We also play it at our church every year. So which is Holy Trinity Evangelical Lutheran Church, 9300 South Crenshaw Boulevard on the corner of Crenshaw and Arvida. Had to get that shout out.
Yeah, you
Yes.
got to get that shout out.
Got to get that shout out.
All shout outs are worth it.
Yes. Okay. So to that, and then just my bestie, or one of my besties, is in town today, this weekend, and I was invited to go with her to the Music Soul Child and Layla Hathaway concert at the YouTube Theater in Inglewood. I've never been in that theater. My mother-in-law went to go see Smokey Robinson there, so I don't have a reason to reenact her. She was well, Smokey was bumping and grinding, and I don't have a reason to reenact that right now. Not even a little bit, but
not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit, but I may just make a noise just in her honor, right? But the YouTube Theater is a smaller venue, from what I understand. I've never been inside, so we'll see what happens. I might even just pop online just for those who haven't been in. But I'm excited. I absolutely love Layla Hathaway. So I'm grateful that my bestie was able to pull me along, or I was free to go. And so if I see you there, I'll see you there. And if not, we'll talk about it later. Right? And so
she gonna be long-winded today, because I'm trying to take care of all the production.
Now he told me to talk before he hit go. He said, you're gonna be doing most of the talking. So now I'm long-winded. What you had to say?
Nothing. I'm over here making sure everything is right.
I don't know how he do me. You see him do me like this every time we online, right? He always has something smart to say. So here we go. What's my cup say? Can you guys read that? Where's the camera?
Let me take it higher.
She who must be obeyed. That's what my cup says. Keep my water. My throat is parched. Yeah, so anyway, we are here with the foundation. Give me a little bit about the foundation. What's your take? Like, this is a semi-brainchild, a collaborative.
Well, if you look around here, we have a lot of Morningside stuff.
Yes, hence your shirt.
So t-shirts, 3 banners outside that says Morningside.
He was trying to bring one of the banners in the house to sit behind us.
We have we just love the school and we hate to see it go. So we said, okay, let's bring something together, and just let's go with preserving the history.
Right.
Preserving the history of the school. So for everybody with the events that go on, you need to know where to go to find out, because you're not going to hear about it. You're not going to hear about a homecoming game. You're not going to hear about the alumni basketball game. You're not going to hear about those things.
You're not going to be able to participate.
You're not going to be able to participate unless you find another place to have it. So we need to keep everybody connected. So we decided to do this here. And we had, like I said, by having a media company, I can get information out.
And what's the name of your media company?
Blue TV. Blue TV with all the red.
Oh,
yeah. So my version of blue.
Okay. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that was just, we were like, it actually was, we had 2 of our members who are not here today. They both have excused absences again. Well, one again, and this one is one for the first time. Miss Willianetta Brooks, as well as Delwyn Miller. I got his name, Delwyn Miller. That was a whole thing last week. But Delwyn Miller. So he has an excused absence again today. He's having some difficulties going on, some personal stuff we need to handle, and so we're gonna keep Delvin. His name is not fluent because as As a side note, you guys,
You can't get his name right.
I don't call him Delwyn. What do I call him?
Shashu.
I call him Shashu and the Boogaloo because that's what he says all the time. So I don't call him Delwyn. So when I'm talking about him, I'm automatically saying Shashu or Shashu and the Boogaloo. So he knows my heart. He knows I'm not trying to butcher his name. He's Shashu and the Boogaloo. I need my book. My note. My
Okay, hold on. Go right ahead.
Wow. I was gonna go get my book, but
The red one?
no, the brown one. Probably in the room. Where's that one.
Same brown.
Okay, that one. Sorry. So yeah, we're just going over a couple things. Foundation. And where do I have it?
Well, we on our Facebook and YouTube, the chat is open, so the chat played a really big part. Let me get in the camera here. Yeah, the chat played a really big part last weekend, so it kept everything interactive as we brought things up, and then people were chiming in. So we're just gonna keep this a regular thing going on Saturdays here. So expect it every Saturday,
or as close to Saturdays as we can get it, because life be lifing sometimes.
Right.
So, I mean, doing this production on this side of the camera is a task, and y'all don't even know. I heard about this task on this side of the camera. So, yeah, we just gonna let that one go. But we're talking now. We're in the segment called the roar. Oh, and he just did that like he was the grandbaby. But so the roar is where we give our shout outs. The roar is where we talk about all things Morningside, right? And so with that, this is January. Last episode, we talked about the first part of January birthdays. So let's go ahead and give the second part of January birthdays shout out. So I think we start at, I don't know where she stopped, but let's see. We'll go with, if I repeated it, then forgive me, but just considered it double love. So the 13th of January, it was Stan the Man Walker's birthday. If you guys didn't see him or have an opportunity or connected with him online, give him a shout out. As well as Tanya Roberts. She's also the 13th. The 14th is Eric Snowden. Woo woo, class of 88. Dr. Eric Snowden is a chiropractor. He lives in Texas now. Eric Hamlin was also the 13th. So that's 3 for 13. The 18th coming up is Zeddy Stovall. That's tomorrow. So happy early birthday, Miss Zeddy. I missed the date. The 15th is Sam Bevins, Kevin Bevins' birthday. That was a tongue twister. Kevin Bevins' brother, Sam Bevins. Who's older?
Sam.
Sam is older. Kevin's older brother. And then we have the 17th is Damon. What's Damon's last name?
Treasurer.
I can't say that. If you know I'm having problems with Delman, and here I am with that one. So happy birthday, Damon. Kim King is also coming up. She's on the 19th. And, it's not a funny story, but that wasn't our coming out party. It was Carlos's birthday, right? Yes. Carlos Bell's birthday party was where people first got a glimpse of he and I as a couple together. And then we came to Kim King's birthday party together. And then after that, then we had a little medical hiccup, a couple things out. It was beginning of COVID. And so, anyway, not to put it down on Kim King's birthday, but that's always a
reminder.
Point. Yeah. Let's see. The 21st is Shaterica Caraway Benton's birthday. Class of 90, as we call her, the babies. Michael Phillips is January 22nd. Kenneth Buchanan is the 25th. Patrice Murray is the 27th. Kevin Harris is the 27th also. Kim Mohammed, that's the guy Kim, who also was a class of 88. Kim Muhammad is the 28th. Stacey Scales is the 29th. Stacey Scales is probably one of the first two people to always get her ticket to Tie City and Sin City. So happy birthday, Stacey. Ardina Prosser is rolling up. Go ahead, Dina. The 30th. And then Anna G. Hey, Anna, we miss you. She's the 31st, as well as Marcus Johnson. So those are our birthday shout outs. If I missed you, I only missed you because we might not be connected on Facebook. And I tried to get Willis and Anthony to give me their January birth dates. So
I got too much to do over here in production. But here, I'm going to give you a hand clap.
We didn't sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Because it's January. Got to do that version. So that concludes the birthdays for this month. And then we have a couple of other roars that we want to talk about. So the next one being that former Morningside alumni, former Inglewood City Councilman, and former City of Inglewood Mayor, Mr. Daniel K. Thomas, Danny Thomas. He's graduating in the 70s. I don't know exactly what year, but
Tabor.
Anyway, Danny Tabor. What else?
Yeah, you said Thomas.
Danny Tabor. Oh my gosh. Okay. Danny Tabor. Daniel K. Tabor. He has been recently appointed to the LA Board of Police Commissioners. So let's give him a round of applause. That's great. That's great. So he is focused on making sure that, we are heard, that someone from the community is looking out and listening for things that affect his constituents, right? The people who look like him, or the people who are in proximate to him. And so, in all of LA, but he's been a champion for Morningside and Inglewood, and now he has a greater reach. So if you are friends with Danny, or you are friends with him online, give him a big congratulations. It was a write-up online, and I thought, and I was like, wow, I really wanted to make sure I reached out and said that about him. So congratulations. And then the other big thing that's coming up is alumni anniversary. So as Anthony mentioned, I almost called him Blue, but that was a problem last week too. As Anthony mentioned,
thank you.
we don't have a school, right? So anniversaries, graduating classes, annual anniversaries, 10-year, 20-year, we don't have a place to really celebrate that, right? And so if you didn't make a regular event within your class, then you could catch it on something else. But I just wanted to shout out that this is milestones for the 6 years. So graduating classes that ended in 6. That would be class of 56, 66, 76, 86, 96, 2006. And then 2016 will be graduating, we'll celebrate their 10th anniversary. And then it's crazy because then there aren't any more graduating classes after that, because 2025 was the last one. So to that point, because we have my sister-in-law is, and Anthony's sister is class of 86. So I get a little bit of insight of what's 86 doing, and they are prepping. So if you are a class of 86 from Morningside, and you want to be in on their 40th year anniversary, you guys are celebrating 40 years. But when I think about it, like class of 56 is celebrating 70 years graduating from Morningside High School. Isn't that wild? Like that, that sort of threw me off a little bit. But anyway, contact Stacy Robinson and Valorie Williams for more details. All right, thought I had me on silent, but I didn't. For more details about your reunion for your class of '86 and what's going on with that, and so the pre-op for that will be the alumni. I don't like to call it a picnic. It's the outing at Edward Vincent Park in Inglewood, and it'll be the third week in August. I got that from MMAA, from one of the sources.
Source.
So yes, that will the alumni weekend outing at the park will be happening, and yeah, it's in August. And then after that, you know what's new, what's coming back is we're bringing it back. Morningside alumni only. We're going to have Side City and Sin Cities coming back, and it's called the Homecoming, right? Is that what he called it?
No, I didn't officially call it that.
Oh,
Somebody keep trying to put a name on it.
well, we do need to have a name on it, but
it's not official.
Okay, talk about it then.
When it's official, then I'll let
What's
you know.
Not official?
The Homecoming. Everything else is official.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
The room block is already up. You can book your room right now. The parties are set pretty much. There'll be all Morningside parties, no traveling with nobody else, and our DJ, our music, our party.
All classes.
All classes. We'll have for the sock hop, it'll be rep your 80s or
rep
whatever.
Rep your decade of graduation.
Rep your decade of fashion of what you want. So
if you came out in the 70s, then we expect to see you in some 70s gear.
Yeah.
80s in the 80s gear.
90s in the 90s gear. And whoever else. But then Saturday night will be the sneaker ball. So do it up. Break out your sneakers. We'll have a sneaker cam.
We will have a sneaker cam. So if you know somebody that's blinging out shoes, you might as well go ahead and find you some shoes now and get them started.
We'll also have, for the most rep class, somebody has the scepter, somebody has something else, but you're going to get the championship belt. So most rep class will get the championship belt. Also to go along with all the other stuff for Thursday night. What's that? The Saturday day party. So that's gonna be huge. So we pretty much set on everything. So it's just like I said, we just putting it back in motion. Get your tickets, get your room. You know, like I said, I haven't put the tickets out, but the rooms are already out, and a few people are already booked. I think about 15 rooms are already gone. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't even tell me that.
I don't tell you everything.
Obviously.
Yeah. So I just get back to promoting the way I promote, you know. Oh. Well, here, take that.
It's two of us on that cup, sir.
But get the good looking one.
Oh, I am. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, yes, we bringing it back old school, because we don't our baby school, our love is not there. We are going to we're bringing it back to one.
Back to one, back the way it's supposed to be, back the way you've seen how I done it all the years. So it's going right back to what the formula was. So
right. Hey Winton, I see you on.
Hey Winton.
So with that, are you prepped for the Tell Me About It segment?
That's where we at?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with big pictures.
Okay.
Winton say we hilarious.
Where you see that?
Right here. I got the chat up.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm putting it in. I'm putting it on the screen right now. So
you guys, I can't really see very well.
So, I can see well. I got my new glasses on.
He got his new glasses on. I'm wearing a new pair of contacts, but I can't see all that great. It's all right.
All right, let me Let me get ready for it.
Okay, so this segment of um, the foundation is tell me about it. And so we've had a couple of conversations. You know, if you sit around, you talk with your people, your friends or whatever else that went to Morningside or grew up in Inglewood, you guys inevitably start talking about landmarks, right? Tell me about it. So last week we talked about the Crenshaw Imperial Shopping Center.
Yeah.
And what else
we talked about a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we were talking about the Kodak Photomat booth. You guys remember that?
I'm trying to put you in a circle box real quick too. Just keep going.
And VIP Records. That was last week. And so this week,
here we go.
We are talking about eateries. And I had to actually call my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, and who are both alumni, Marquita Moore Curry and my brother Gavin Curry, both came out in class of 78. But I called her and I said, what's the name of the restaurant that used to be in the Imperial Crenshaw? Remember, it was Crenshaw Imperial was on the north side of Imperial, and Imperial and Crenshaw was on the south side. And so I was like, what's the name of the restaurant they used to have? It was 2 stories. And she was like, Lindbergh. So do you guys remember Lindbergh? I just remember they had that cheese in there. What's the name of the cheese that was stinky? Well, not Rockwurst. Rockwurst? I don't know. My mom we would walk around there, and I was like, I don't like that cheese. But they had the little counter. You could order food in there, and it was 2-story, and I remember that. Well, they moved to the 2-story, which before they moved there was what? Do you remember what was there? Newberry's. Remember when Newberry's used to be on the Imperial Crenshaw side and they had the 2 stories in there? Do you remember that? No?
I remember the Newberry's.
Yeah, Newberry's used to be on the other side where Lucky's Market was. Or Safeway.
Eric Harris said next to the Boston store.
Come on with it, 88. That's it. Newberry's, right? And so we would go in there, and it had the food counter was downstairs. I remember as a little girl walking down those stairs, and the toy department was down there, and 5 and dime, but that's crazy that they had food. You could go to the counter and get some food, and the other thing that was 2-story was, like you said, next to Boston store. Boston store was also 2-story. So now I'm over here on that Imperial and Crenshaw side. And then my sister-in-law said Builders Emporium. You guys remember Builders Emporium?
Builders Emporium.
Man, Builders Emporium was a precursor to Home Depot. Before there was a Home Depot, there was Builders Emporium. And I'm trying to think of what else was. Oh, the toy store was over there. And I brought that one up last week because the toy store used to deliver your toys. My parents used to put my toys on layaway, and they would come in. They had a truck with a red blinking light on it, and they would come in, and I thought it was Rudolph was coming to bring my toys. So if I was up, I had my eyes closed real tight because I was like, oh my God, if I don't keep my eyes closed, Santa's not gonna drop off my toys. And so that was drama. But yeah, I mean, it's just walking to that toy.
But other places.
Over here?
I remember the smorgasbord.
Oh, the smorgasbord. So, Eric, Little America, yes, come through 88. Come through. Oh my gosh, I used to go get my Barbie toys from there. They had bikes. Little America. Oh my God, you are warming my heart. I feel like crying. I can see that toy store just as clearly as like if I'm about to walk in there right now. That was a good space, right? Little America. We got to find a picture of Little America toy store. Ugh, Eric, don't make me cry. Okay, so Eric.
He said Santa used to get dropped off in the helicopter.
What did I say last week?
Yeah.
I said it last week. Santa used to get dropped off, and he would give out candy canes. He would get dropped off right there by. There were two photomats, a Kodak photomats place. The one was on the Imperial and Crenshaw side, and the other one was on Crenshaw and Imperial side by Pioneer Chicken. And so you could drive through, drop your drop your film off to get it developed.
Mm-hmm.
But next to Safeway, Eric, what's the name of the restaurant that was there? I know you remember. It was like if this is the Safeway right here before you get into the little cut-in where it had the shoe store and the wig place was back there, and what else? It was a cleaners back there. But right next to the grocery store, there was a restaurant, and I want to say it was called King's or something like that. Do you remember the name?
I'm gonna do it with this one.
Okay. Well, if you remember, because this has been racking my brain right now, but that was like Little America. I need to write that down. Oh, I used to love that toy store. Go in there and get my Barbie clothes. Because back then, your Barbie had to change outfits.
That brought some memories right there.
Yeah, Barbie used to change outfits. She didn't have like a whole new Barbie. I know my boy Mike got it later on.
Called it Sweeties.
Okay, now Sweeties. If your friend Mike can give me that chicken salad recipe, tell him I'll be his forever. I mean, I'm yours forever, but
yeah, I was about to say what you.
That chicken salad was the best. I probably gained about 10 pounds eating them chicken salad sandwiches on those croissants and that chicken and wild rice soup. Baby. Bar none. And what actually ended up was their downfall was Subway came into that shopping center, and Sweeties was you got a lot of food. The price wasn't, it's a mom and pop, so it wasn't like super cheap, but Subway can come in and you could get a sandwich and it was less money, and it ended up being the downfall for Sweeties. But Sweeties had the best. I would call, do you have chicken and wild rice soup today? I'll go get me a soup and a sandwich, a half a sandwich with the chicken salad. Whew, I could taste that sandwich. I call my friend right now, and she was like, Sweeties. Yes, and they had soft serve ice cream in there. Or frozen yogurt, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, right now, Eric, you the MVP because you answering all the places right now. So we're going to give a shout out to Class of 88 coming in here, making it happen.
That's it. That's it. Come through. You get the belt today, Eric. You get the belt. So we're going to switch reels a little bit.
I'm going to switch them up. Let me see if I get this right here.
And we're going into movie theaters.
Now, Inglewood was the place for movies.
Movie capital of the world.
Next to Hollywood. So if you see on the side here, next to Kim, they're popping up.
The drive-in.
The Fifth Avenue. The
Academy.
There you go.
The Imperial Theater.
There you go. You right on point here.
Oh, is that you put him in there? Yeah. UA? Am I next?
No, that's the Pussycat.
Oh, Lord. Pussycat.
UA.
And the Fox. Fox the next one?
And here's the Fox is the next one.
All right.
So I didn't know they were that close. Across the street from each other.
Yes.
That's the inside of the Fox. No, that's the inside of the Academy. There's the Fox in the 20s and 30s when it was first done. There it is now. That's the front of the Century Drive-In.
Okay, so what's the movie that you remember out of the Century Drive-In?
I didn't remember a movie. I always had a nightmare.
I know why you had a nightmare. Because The Omen was played at the dang on Century Drive-In. And my parents thought it was a good idea to take us to go to the Century Drive-In to go see The Omen. And they never made that mistake again because I slept with them for about a month. I was like, oh no. The devil is in little kids. and I'm a little kid, and the devil is not coming to get me. And hence 2 and Y4, I'm gonna be in your bed. Never did that. That was the last time. First and only. Yeah, me in the Century Drive-In, but the popcorn, I can still smell the popcorn and the hot dogs. You get out the car and have to go to the concession stand.
I remember being in the car in the line, and there was so many cars trying to get in. And I think we had a station wagon at the time, so we landed in the back. And but I just remember being in the car
Cadillac
in the whole time.
Yeah, we would put that metal thing, the metal, turn your car to whatever AM station was, and put that metal thing in the
then they
in the
break the whole damn window.
Yeah, so you could hear the movie.
The speaker.
Yeah, and then get out. Don't have to go to the bathroom because it's a line.
Eric said he's seen Cleopatra Jones there.
Oh, okay, Cleopatra Jones. Oh, and then they tore it down to make Costco. But yeah, that's some good memory right there.
Now you could sneak in the movies.
You couldn't hear nothing.
Yeah, you sit by sit by a speaker.
I thought the speakers only worked if you were on the radio.
No, you used to turn the speaker up. After that, then you tuned into a station. But you used to turn. They probably broke so many windows, and people probably drove off and pulled their window off. But after that, then you could just tune into a station, and it come through your
speakers.
Through your speakers, yeah.
Or people, my brother said they used to
because it used to be a hole. It used to be a hole on 104th, and you can go through the hole, and you in there.
Well, they would hide in the trunk and then sneak in because you had to pay per person. What did you see the price?
It was $1.50.
$1.50.
It was $1.50. 75
for kids.
For the other kids, and it's free for little kids.
Right.
Teenagers. So juniors was 75 cents.
Man. Okay, so how much money is that when ice cream was how much? Did we talk about last week? Thrifties was a nickel?
A dime.
A dime. So yeah, 75 cents is a lot. Shoot. But they would.
Eric said that was the redo.
What's the redo? When they did the speakers over?
Yeah, he said, it would kill your car battery.
What kind of car did you have, Eric?
Yeah.
I know you had did you have a Mustang? I don't remember what car you had. But yeah, people would hide under blankets on the floor, so they make you pull the blankets up to see just in case you had some extra people in the car. Folks was getting ingenious about getting in the movie for free.
Yeah, we just had that hole in the fence, and you got to find the car.
Yeah, so, but then the Pussycat, which is now the what?
Is the Miracle.
Is now the Miracle Theater.
So the Pussycat was the Ritz. It was the Ritz first. Then it was the Cine. It was like Cineplex. The Cine, like Cineplex. So CEN apostrophe E.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, it became a Miracle. So when it was the Cine, that's when it started going to the arts and exotic stuff. Then they went to the Pussycat, so they went straight up porn.
It's not porn. It was rated X.
Rated. It was double. It was double X.
I ain't read all of that.
It was double X.
It was.
If you seen people going in there at 12, because it opened at 12. You see them going in there. You say, "Oh, look at old freaky D over there."
But the thing is that like you went in there. People saw you going in. It's not like you at home now where people just type it up and watch it from home, right? You had to go to a place and pay money to see whatever they were showing that day.
Yeah, I thought it was
crazy.
I thought it was 4, but it was only 3. It was only three movies on Market Street. Then you had the 2 on Manchester, and then the one on Imperial. Then they said it was another one on Prairie, but I don't remember that one. So,
but that would be probably for Lenox people. People lived in Lenox because they were going to keep. You will be entertained.
Yeah.
Because back then, like you said, TV used to go off.
Yeah, TV used to go off, and you had to go to the movies to catch it all.
Right.
So.
Because remember back then, if you didn't catch it on on your regular TV, you had to check the TV guide to find out
when was it coming
when was
back.
it coming back. TV
Yeah.
guide. Woo! Now you just scheduled and set your TV for to record it, but it'll show it again. So that's yeah, the movie theaters is a big thing. But drive-in, if my dad said we were going to the drive-in, man, I would be so happy, and I know they would be too until they took me to go see The Omen. That was terrible. And I must have been 6. What year did The Omen come out? I don't know. I
think 73, 74 is probably.
It might have been later than that.
Wow. I'm older than you.
Right.
So.
They became drive-in movies. But then I couldn't watch Carrie. I watched Carrie from the ABC. Remember they used to have a Sunday night movie?
Yeah, I seen Carrie at the movies.
Carrie came on ABC's. The Sunday night movie was Carrie. And I remember it was a minute before I would walk across grass. I was like, no, I'm not walking across the grass. Carrie might be under there. I would run. And what other movie was on there? Oh, The Exorcist. I put The Exorcist on the Sunday night movie.
I seen Jaws. No, the Sunday night movie. I'm still thinking about the
movie theater.
I seen Raiders of the Lost Ark.
There was a playground. Yep, because if kids needed to get out and stretch that leg, you can
go up to the front, by the front of the screen there. You just be over there playing.
You would be in there playing on the playground, on the swing set, and that's crazy that you would let your kid out in the dark to go play on the playground while you in the car, not close to them, watching a movie. If he showed you like the actual size of that drive-in, that's, man, you would trust him. Could hit somebody up there in the white van.
Yeah, it was very trusting, but that's where all the serial killers were at the time.
Right, in their white vans, snatching people. Because that's a lot. They have to leave your kid, let them out the car so they can go play while you watch a movie. That's wild. Maybe that was for parents. If you had to take your brother and sister to the drive-in movie theater, your sister, your brother, your little sister, or little brother got to go with you. Okay. And let them out and go to the playground. And then they be in there steaming up the windows. So yeah, that was our tell me about it segment. And so then we come to my baby, which is the Red Book. And so I wanted to watch the Red Book. Watch the Red Book. That's the Notebook. The Red Book is a way for us to stay connected through business, supporting each other through our own personal entities and services. We're always so big to throw out a different name brand about X, Y, and Z or whatever else. But why? This is a time for us to really sort of push each other's business. If you know somebody that's a good carpenter, an electrician, hairstylist, mechanics, marketers,
event planners,
in the age of DJs, in the age of technology where people need to have web pages done or whatever else. This is where we get those referrals. And so the Red Book is called the Red Book because of Monarchs, and you'll have what Anthony just put up was you'll have a logo or symbol. So you've been Red Book verified. So like my dentist is on. I would recommend my dentist. There's a way for
who's that? Class 88?
You know it, 88er. We have 2 88 dentists. Adrian Graham is a dentist as well as Carla Thomas. And so we will bartenders, DJs is we come with a lot of talent. And so the Red Book is our way to be able to just go to straight at a glance or at your fingertips and be able to pull up a referred and a vetted venue or service provider.
Vendor. Whatever the category is.
Right. So that's if you're interested in well, I hope everyone is interested in, one, promoting it, and two, advertising in whichever capacity you feel need there. We run a gamut. Oh, why did we end?
I didn't end.
This live video is ended.
That don't mean you end. We still on the
Okay,
air.
well, I'm sorry. So yeah, we want to make sure we have as much participation as possible, but reach out to me, DM me about how to actually be advertised in the Red Book. We want to get this going and be as prolific about
The
it.
Facebook stream ended. That's all.
Oh, okay. As prolific as we can, right? And let's expand this. You don't necessarily have to be a monarch, but we do not want some old random people in here. Like, it really is like, if you won't use them as a service provider, then don't really, because they have to come vetted. So, but we're going to promote each other. We're going to lift each other up. This is the time when we really need to have, and it's not just California. It's wherever. Not, we all don't live here anymore. People have moved state to state. So let's refer each other, and give those references so people can know where to go and when to go for whatever service they would need. So that's the Red Book. Like I said, you could reach out to me. You could reach out to Anthony. And we'll talk about how you actually have your business promoted. And it's tax season. I know we have some tax consultants. It's, we have a barrage of talent that's out there that I would love to see us being able to circulate our dollar amongst ourselves first. So that's the Red Book. And I can't wait to see my DMs full of questions and requests about it. So,
anything else? I don't have anything. I mean, did we go through the? Okay.
We're about an hour out.
Yeah, 52 minutes.
We make good time.
But yeah, we will be back next Saturday. Hopefully, we have the whole crew on. But if not, we'll be on.
Right.
Somebody will be on, and we'll have more information for the week. And this is fun bringing you guys information. Want to give a shout out to Eric Harris, Winton Blue, and Eric Harris. You guys was the MVPs that got into the chat. The chat makes a difference because now that we can respond back to you. So even though we know you guys are off the air right now, but we finishing the whole stream here on YouTube, and we have to finish the stream so we can put it up on our channel. So we'll keep you filled with information about what's going on. So,
all right. Thank you guys for joining, for watching us. And we look forward to giving you more information about what's coming up, what's new within our alumni, as well as what's coming up in our surrounding areas. Thanks.
Thank you.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.